Will I lose my health insurance if Obamacare is repealed? You very well might. It depends on a lot of factors. For example, if there is no subsidy, you might not be able to afford it anymore. If you have pre-existing conditions, they can drop you. Trump's executive order is irrelevant because private sector insurance companies don't have to follow any president's executive order. If that was all it took, Obama could have done it, either of the Bushes could have done it, Bill Clinton could have done it. The reason they didn't is because it's no better than signing an executive order making it illegal for landlords to not allow pets, or to force all professional golf tournaments to be held at Trump resorts. Your insurance company might discontinue whatever policy you have, or cut its benefits to the point that it's totally useless. This was common before Obamacare. My daughter had a policy that covered almost nothing except major hospitalizations. It didn't even cover an ER visit. My wife's sister had a policy back in the 1980s that covered hospitalization, but paid only room and board and only at about $100 per day, when room and board was about 8 times that at the hospital she worked at. She found this out really fast and hard when she got breast cancer and discovered she was still on the hook for about $50,000 in medical bills. I don't know anything about how you are insured. Certainly, the Affordable Care Act does allow certain people to obtain health insurance that could not have obtained it before. However, what would happen if the law was repealed is anyone's guess. Your insurance company could cancel your policy for whatever reason they cared to. Pre-existing conditions were apt to disqualify people in the past. If you receive a subsidy or discount, maybe you wouldn't receive that anymore. Perhaps the cost would otherwise increase. It depends on what any new law looks like and how much money you have and/or make. You may be able to get more coverage or pay less, particularly if you are young and healthy. You may find it impossible to find similar coverage at a price you can afford, particularly if you are old or unhealthy. Yes, if you're in subsidy will no longer be valid and you will have to pay the full price of the premium, which could be as high as 100%. If you have medical conditions and pre-existing conditions, then your coverage may be terminated. You may find your premiums ramped steeply higher, and any pre-existing conditions won't be covered. Bearing in mind that having tested positive for COVID-19 will be a pre-existing condition.